Superman vs. Lex Luthor. Clark Kent, known as Superman, has superhuman strength, speed, flight, heat vision, and invulnerability. He defends Metropolis and the planet from threats while upholding justice and protecting civilians. Lex Luthor is a wealthy and influential industrialist with exceptional intelligence and strategic skills. He frequently uses advanced technology, resources, and schemes to challenge Superman and gain control over Metropolis. Batman vs. the Joker. Bruce Wayne, known as Batman, is a highly trained detective and combatant who relies on intelligence, martial arts, and advanced technology. He protects Gotham City from criminals while maintaining a strict moral code. The Joker is a criminal mastermind and agent of chaos known for his unpredictability and violent methods. He frequently targets Gotham City and Batman with elaborate schemes designed to create disorder and challenge the hero. Wonder Woman vs. Cheetah. Diana of Themyscira, known as Wonder Woman, possesses superhuman strength, speed, agility, and the ability to fly. She uses her combat skills and magical equipment to protect the world and uphold justice. Barbara Ann Minerva, known as Cheetah, gains enhanced strength, speed, and agility through a mystical transformation. She often clashes with Wonder Woman, using her abilities and feral instincts to pursue personal goals and conflicts. The Flash vs. Reverse Flash. Barry Allen, known as the Flash, can move at superhuman speeds and manipulate time and kinetic energy. He protects Central City by responding to threats quickly and solving crimes with his forensic expertise. Eobard Thawne, known as Reverse Flash, has abilities equal to the Flash, including super speed and time manipulation. He uses these powers to create chaos, target the Flash personally, and alter events for his own advantage. Green Lantern vs. Sinestro. Hal Jordan, known as Green Lantern, wields a power ring that allows him to create constructs limited only by his imagination and willpower. He serves as an intergalactic peacekeeper, protecting his sector of the universe from threats. Sinestro was a former Green Lantern who now wields a yellow power ring fueled by fear. He often opposes Hal Jordan in the Green Lantern Corps, using his abilities to enforce control and pursue his vision of order. Aquaman vs. Black Manta. Arthur Curry, known as Aquaman, has superhuman strength, aquatic abilities, and telepathic control over marine life. He defends the oceans and surface world while maintaining his role as the King of Atlantis. David Hyde, known as Black Manta, is a skilled combatant and strategist who uses advanced technology and weaponry. He frequently targets Aquaman and Atlantis, driven by personal vendettas and criminal ambitions. Martian Manhunter vs. Malefic. John Johns, known as Martian Manhunter, possesses shape-shifting, telepathy, superhuman strength, and flight. He protects Earth and aids fellow heroes while navigating the responsibilities of his alien heritage. Malefic, a rogue Martian, has powers similar to Martian Manhunter, including telepathy and shape-shifting. He often opposes John Johns and other heroes, using his abilities to pursue domination and personal revenge. Green Arrow vs. Count Vertigo. Oliver Queen, known as Green Arrow, is an expert archer who uses a variety of specialized arrows. He protects Star City from criminal activity while advocating for justice and social responsibility. Count Vertigo has the ability to disrupt balance and perception in others, causing dizziness and disorientation. He frequently challenges Green Arrow and exploits his powers for personal gain and criminal schemes. Black Canary vs. Killer Moth. Dinah Lance, known as Black Canary, possesses expert hand-to-hand combat skills and a powerful sonic cry called the Canary Cry. She protects her city from crime and often works alongside other heroes to maintain justice. Cameron Van Cleer, known as Killer Moth, uses advanced gadgets, armor, and flying devices to commit crimes. He frequently targets Black Canary and other heroes in pursuit of wealth and criminal objectives. Hawkgirl vs. Hathset. Hawkgirl possesses flight, enhanced strength, and expert combat skills. She defends Earth and other worlds while participating in superhero teams and missions. Hathset is an ancient sorcerer and warrior who wields mystical and weapon-based powers. He repeatedly confronts Hawkgirl across time, seeking revenge and pursuing his own dark objectives. The Atom vs. Chronos. Ray Palmer, known as the Atom, can shrink to subatomic sizes while maintaining full strength and manipulate his density. He uses his abilities for scientific investigation and to combat crime and supervillain threats. David Clinton, known as Chronos, is a skilled thief and time manipulation expert who uses advanced technology to commit crimes. He frequently targets the Atom and other heroes to achieve wealth and control over temporal events. Cyborg vs. Grid. Victor Stone, known as Cyborg, has cybernetic enhancements that provide superhuman strength, advanced weaponry, and computer interfacing capabilities. He uses his abilities to fight crime and protect both Earth and humanity from technological and physical threats. Grid is a sentient digital entity that emerged from Victor Stone's cybernetic technology, possessing control over computers and networks. It frequently opposes Cyborg, using its abilities to manipulate technology and pursue its own objectives. Shazam vs. Black Adam. Billy Batson, known as Shazam, transforms into an adult superhero with superhuman strength, speed, stamina, and magical abilities by speaking a magic word. He protects the world from supernatural and ordinary threats while upholding moral and ethical responsibilities. Teth Adam, known as Black Adam, possesses powers similar to Shazam, including superhuman strength, speed, and magical abilities, using his powers to enforce his own vision of justice and personal objectives. Firestorm vs. Killer Frost. Ronnie Raymond and Jason Rush, collectively known as Firestorm, can manipulate matter at the atomic level and generate intense nuclear energy. They use their powers to prevent large-scale destruction and combat threats that endanger humanity. Killer Frost can generate extreme cold and absorb heat from her surroundings and opponents. She frequently engages in criminal activities and confrontations with heroes, using her abilities for personal gain and conflict. Plastic Man vs. Dr. Dome. Plastic Man can stretch, reshape, and contort his body into any form while retaining full strength. He uses his abilities to fight crime and assist other heroes in protecting the public. Dr. Dome is a scientist and criminal who employs advanced technology, often creating force fields or containment devices. He frequently targets Plastic Man and others to achieve personal gain and execute criminal schemes. Blue Beetle vs. Black Beetle. Jamie Reyes, known as Blue Beetle, bonds with a mystical alien scarab that provides armor, flight, and a variety of energy-based weapons. He uses the scarab's abilities to protect his city and confront terrestrial and extraterrestrial threats. Black Beetle is a technologically enhanced and combat-experienced adversary with access to alien weaponry. He frequently opposes Jamie Reyes, seeking to exploit the scarab's power for personal or destructive purposes. Booster Gold vs. the Director. Michael John Carter, known as Booster Gold, possesses advanced technology from the future, including flight, energy weapons, and protective armor. He uses these tools to perform heroic acts and protect the timeline from temporal threats. Henry Ballard, known as the Director, is a time-manipulating operative who exploits futuristic technology for personal ambition. He frequently opposes Booster Gold, using strategic planning and temporal interventions to achieve his objectives. Zatanna vs. Felix Faust. Zatanna is a magician capable of casting spells by speaking words and phrases backward. She uses her magical abilities to combat supernatural threats and protect both the magical and ordinary worlds. Felix Faust is a sorcerer who wields dark magic and mystical artifacts to achieve power and influence. He often targets Zatanna and other heroes in pursuit of magical domination and personal goals. Hawkman vs. Shadow Thief. Carter Hall, known as Hawkman, possesses flight, enhanced strength, and expert combat skills. Often using archaic weaponry, he protects Earth from threats while preserving knowledge and justice across his multiple lifetimes. Carl Sands, known as Shadow Thief, can manipulate shadows to become intangible and teleport through darkness. He frequently engages in criminal activities and targets Hawkman to advance his personal objectives. Captain Atom vs. Major Force. Nathaniel Atom, known as Captain Atom, has the ability to manipulate atomic energy, granting him superhuman strength, flight, and energy projection. He uses his powers to protect Earth and enforce justice while managing the risks of his nuclear-based abilities. Major Force is a military operative enhanced with atomic energy, providing superhuman strength, durability, and energy manipulation. He often opposes Captain Atom, using his powers for violent and destructive purposes. Nightwing vs. Blockbuster. Nightwing is an expert acrobat, martial artist, and detective who relies on agility and combat skills. He protects Bloodhaven and collaborates with other heroes to combat organized crime and supervillains. Mark Desmond, known as Blockbuster, possesses superhuman strength, durability, and resilience through chemical enhancement. He frequently engages in criminal activity and confronts Nightwing to assert control over Bloodhaven. Robin vs. Deathstroke. Dick Grayson and Tim Drake, known as Robin, are highly skilled acrobats, martial artists, and strategists. They assist Batman in protecting Gotham City and combating criminal and superhuman threats. Slade Wilson, known as Deathstroke, is a mercenary and assassin with enhanced strength, agility, and tactical expertise. He frequently confronts Robin and other heroes to achieve personal, political, or financial objectives. Supergirl vs. Silver Banshee. Kara Zor-El, known as Supergirl, possesses superhuman strength, speed, flight, and heat vision. She defends Earth and the people of National City while upholding justice and the values of Kryptonian heritage. Siobhan Smythe, known as Silver Banshee, can emit a sonic scream capable of causing fatal effects and has enhanced strength and durability. She frequently targets Supergirl and others to pursue vengeance and personal objectives. Power Girl vs. Ultra-Humanite. Karen Starr, known as Power Girl, possesses superhuman strength, speed, flight, and invulnerability. She protects Earth from powerful threats while balancing her superhero duties with her civilian identity. Ultra-Humanite is a genius-level intellect who frequently transfers his mind into different bodies, often using advanced technology and schemes. He opposes Power Girl and other heroes to achieve domination and execute complex criminal plans. Starfire versus Blackfire. Starfire can fly and project energy blasts while possessing superhuman strength and endurance. She protects Earth and allies with the Teen Titans, combating both terrestrial and extraterrestrial threats. Blackfire has similar powers to Starfire, including flight and energy projection, but often uses them for personal gain and conquest. She frequently clashes with Starfire, pursuing revenge and ambition through strategic and combative actions. Raven versus Trigon. Raven possesses empathic and telekinetic abilities. Along with powerful dark magic she can channel and control. She uses her powers to protect her friends and the world from supernatural and interdimensional threats. Trigon is a powerful interdimensional demon with immense magical and reality-altering abilities. He seeks to conquer worlds and often targets Raven to expand his influence and achieve domination. Donna Troy versus Dark Angel. Donna Troy possesses superhuman strength, speed, flight, and combat skills. She fights to protect Earth and allies, often working alongside the Teen Titans and other heroes. Dark Angel is a powerful adversary with magical abilities and advanced combat skills. She frequently opposes Donna Troy and other heroes to achieve domination and fulfill personal objectives. Dr. Fate versus Wotton. Kent Nelson, known as Dr. Fate, wields mystical powers granted by the Helmet of Fate, enabling spellcasting, flight, and protective magic. He uses his abilities to combat supernatural threats and maintain balance in the mystical realms. Wotton is a sorcerer with extensive magical knowledge, capable of powerful spellcasting and manipulation of mystical forces. Huntress versus Mafia. Helena Bertinelli, known as Huntress, is a skilled martial artist and marksman who uses stealth and combat expertise to fight crime. She protects Gotham City and often collaborates with other heroes to combat organized crime and supervillains. The Mafia is an organized criminal network involved in illegal activities such as extortion, trafficking, and murder. They frequently clash with Huntress, using their influence and resources to pursue profit and control over Gotham. Vixen versus Mustafa Maxi. Mari McCabe, known as Vixen, can channel the abilities of animals through the Tantu Totem, gaining powers such as strength, speed, flight, and enhanced senses. She uses these abilities to protect the innocent and defend both her home country of Zambesi and the wider world. Mustafa Maxi, Vixen's uncle, is a skilled military strategist who killed her father to seize the Tantu Totem and control Zambesi. When attempting to use the totem for his own purposes, he transforms into a powerful, bestial form, posing a recurring threat to Vixen. John Constantine versus Nurgle. John Constantine is a magician, occult detective, and expert in dark arts, using his knowledge of magic, demons, and rituals to protect humanity. He frequently confronts supernatural threats while navigating moral and ethical complexities. Nurgle is a powerful demon with vast magical abilities and control over dark forces. He often targets John Constantine and others to expand his influence and pursue destructive objectives. Swamp Thing versus Anton Arcane. Alec Holland, known as Swamp Thing, possesses control over plant life, superhuman strength, and regenerative abilities. He defends the natural world and humanity from ecological and supernatural threats. Anton Arcane is a sorcerer and scientist who manipulates dark magic and biological experiments to achieve immortality and power. He frequently opposes Swamp Thing, using mystical and scientific means to pursue domination and revenge. Animal Man versus Psycho Pirate. Buddy Baker, known as Animal Man, can access the abilities of any animal, including strength, speed, flight, and enhanced senses. He uses these powers to protect both humans and wildlife while confronting supernatural and criminal threats. Roger Hayden, known as Psycho Pirate, has the ability to manipulate and control the emotions of others. He frequently uses this power to create chaos and oppose Animal Man and other heroes for personal gain or revenge. Blue Devil versus Nibiros. Dan Cassidy, known as Blue Devil, possesses superhuman strength, durability, and a magical trident, enhanced further when bonded with a demon suit. He uses his abilities to fight supernatural threats and protect civilians from mystical dangers. Nibiros is a demon with vast magical powers and the ability to command infernal forces. He frequently opposes Blue Devil, seeking to expand his influence and achieve domination over Earth and mystical realms. Superboy versus Superboy Prime. Connor Kent, also known as Con-El, possesses superhuman strength, speed, flight, and tactile telekinesis. He protects Earth and allies while navigating his identity as a clone of Superman. Superboy Prime is an alternate universe version of Superman with powers similar to those of Superman, including superhuman strength, speed, and invulnerability. He targets Connor Kent out of jealousy and a belief in his own superiority, engaging in violent conflicts to assert dominance and challenge the mainstream heroes.